Hello. So, discussion 2 is about dreams and hypnosis. I believe that dreams are the continuing thoughts of our unconscious mind. So, um, I think that things that we think or talk about or do in our day can influence the dreams that we have. So, if I were to watch a scary movie before I went to bed, I think that I would be more likely to have a dream or a nightmare about that scary thing because it's something that I put into my mind right before I went to sleep. So, like if I'm watching Instagram reels of cats or dogs before I go to sleep, I think that I would be more likely to dream about like puppies and kittens because it's the last input that I put into my mind before it rests. And I do think that people can control their dreams because the mind is still active while you're asleep. Um, but I don't think that I can control my dreams. Like, there's been a couple of times where I've been asleep and I've startled awake, and then I've fallen back asleep and been able to continue the dream. But I don't think that I can, like, specifically have things happen. And I don't think that people while they're asleep can like write their own movie and like have whatever they want happen in their dream. But just like small things I think can be controlled. And I feel like I can remember my dreams. Like I might not be able to tell you every single thing that happened in my dream. But I could say like the basic idea of what happened or a short summary. And I couldn't tell you about my dream last week, but within a couple hours of waking up and dreaming, I could tell you what it was about, especially if it was like an unusual, weird dream. And a dream that I remember from a long time ago. I mean, I have a couple of recurring nightmares that I have. I've had those since I was like 9 or 10, but that's really it. I used to have nightmares every night when my parents first got divorced. That's a trauma response. And then I had them regularly again when I was trying out some different antidepressants and anti-anxiety medicine, but that's just side effects of those types of medication. My worst one, so this was probably when I was around 11 or 12, and like now looking back on it, it's so stupid. But in the moment, I was horrified because I'm this pre-tween. So in my dream, my father and I, we went to the bank, and he was like at the desk talking to the teller or whatever, and these 3 wolves came into the bank and like they started attacking me, and I was screaming and crying out to my father like, help me, you gotta save me, like, and it's like he couldn't hear me or like he didn't care, and like I got mauled to death by these wolves. And then when he was done talking to the bank teller, he just left without me. So I woke up crying because I thought it was so real, like I had died and that my father didn't care about me and that he just would have left me there and not helped me. That was definitely the worst one that I've ever had. And I do not believe in hypnosis. The human mind is so powerful, and I think that it can believe anything that it wants. So if I believe that I can be hypnotized, I will be hypnotized. When someone is hypnotized, I don't think that they're in an altered state of mind through hypnosis. I think they're in an altered state of mind because they believe they are. So the mind kind of tricks itself and the body into believing that it's in this altered state. I also think that hypnosis and like fortune telling and card readings, I think that's all just kind of a big hoax for people to make money and be famous. I don't think that I could be hypnotized because I think in order to be hypnotized, you have to believe in it. Like, you have to believe in its power. Because the mind, like I said, it can believe anything that it wants. And I think it's true in the opposite as well. Like, if it doesn't believe in something, it's not gonna allow itself to be manipulated by that. I don't know if that really makes sense. And what do I think hypnosis has the power to do to someone? Hypnosis has the power that the person being hypnotized gives it. So, like, if the person being hypnotized thinks that all that it can do is make them stand on a table and cluck like a chicken, like, that's all that it's gonna do, because that's all the power that the person gives it. But if the person being hypnotized thinks that they could go commit murder while being hypnotized, then I think that it could be done to that point, because the mind allows itself to be manipulated like that because it believes it can be. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.